Good day, mate. It's K-Mac, S.O.L.E Fever, and we're in the wild. I've come to meet the plug. I heard I can get all types of findings and maybe even some money. I really need some money. You know what it is. 1st and the 15th. See what he got. Yo, yo, yo! Cuckoo! What up, though? I got some heat, bruh. I got some heat for... No, not my bruh. Bruh, what are you doing here, bruh? This is a meeting with the plug. You see his shirt. It says, meet the plug. What you doing with the plug? You supposed to let me know, man.
But plug's supposed to meet so we can keep plugging the whole city.
But you ain't let me know that you was going to be here, man. It was just like we'll be talking about, bruh. So y'all already knew each other?
For sure.
They already knew each other? They already knew each other? We got to talk about this. Me, you, and we going to the studio, man. S.O.L.E Fever. I can't believe I come to meet the plug. It say meet the plug, and this nigga already... Oh my God, I'm loud. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. S.O.L.E Fever Radio, S.O.L.E Fever Radio, S.O.L.E Fever. What up? It's your boy K-Mac.
Kurante Best, a.k.a. Lace Lord.
Revamp 2-6, right?
Yep.
Where are my shoes, man?
What shoes?
We go through this every week, bro. The Concords.
What shoes?
You see, that's why I got to do contracts with Revamp 2-6, man. I'm sorry for a little bit of heat. Actually, a lot of heat. Zach, can we get a fact check on what the exact temperature is in here right now?
The thermometer says hot as fuck.
Okay, what about... And then with the windshield factor, the breath shield factor, that makes it really hot as fuck. So we're going to be getting it through. We got somebody to build it that's, he's used to the heat. I'm putting through the heat right now. State your name.
My name's Rail from Loot House, representative.
Does Loot House have AC? Oh, yeah, he's box fans.
For sure. 70 degrees over there right now.
70 degrees over there. We're going to come through the next episode. But the reason why we're here, man, is because you're the plug. Your shirt says meet the plug. My shirt says meet the plug. I come through and see you and did not see my plug there. So, Kurante, Rello, can y'all explain what's going on?
Plugs got to meet with plugs to keep the city energized.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Don't give me no that New Jack City type. Give me really.
You smell like New Jack City.
Okay, but y'all really know each other already, though, right? It was a sneaker thing that brought it together because I know.
Yeah, the first time we met, it was through some sneakers.
Through some sneakers, okay, all right. So now I come to get my sneakers, but now you got the Loot House, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And the Loot House is all about what?
All about lift up for the community, the money.
The money.
The money, for sure.
Definitely.
And definitely about putting back into our community and helping everybody, get to the loot.
Get to the loot. All right, I want you to get a little close to the mic. Pause. Got a guest in the building. What up, Adrian? Hey. Shout out Prima Elements. Yeah, good. Oh, man. What we got here?
Citrus Celebrity.
Citrus Celebrity, my favorite. You want some of this, man? I got it for us, man. I was thinking about you, man.
So somebody else want one.
Word.
One back here on deck.
You got a little extra cup over there.
What
Shout out Prima Elements. They got the Mother's Day special. Are we going to continue the Mother's Day special through the month of
to the end of the month?
To the month of May? They got the Mother's Day special. You can get the massages. You got the restoration with the. We're gonna talk about it though. What is that? I think it was episode 3 or 4. Check out episode 3 or 4, S.O.L.E Fever, and learn all about Prima Elements, our neighbors down here downtown. But we had to extend all the way back to our alma mater, Fayetteville State University.
Right.
Bronco Square. It's happening soon. Loot House. What you gonna have inside the Loot House again? What's it all about?
It's all about clothes and shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I was gearing towards independent brands, but now I'm gearing towards the brands that I built a relationship with.
Ooh,
so
it's even deeper now.
It's even deeper, So if you got a brand and you trying to get in the store, come see me. Maybe we can build. Maybe we can have, a future with each other.
Okay, maybe have a little stutter in there, maybe.
Maybe
That's not what he really wants to say. You can say exactly what you want to say here. I just want to let you know. You have Meet the Plug in your shirt. I got it on my shirt. Tell us a little bit about Smug.
Smug, we just did a pop-up shop with Smug Friday and Saturday. He's from Dunn, but for the most part, he's coming from Atlanta.
Zach right on time with the paper towel, right?
The sweat. I feel like I'm running the track right now.
Get him right here too. You know what I'm saying?
That was his own team.
Yeah. 2 a days.
But we just did a pop-up shop with them Friday and Saturday, which was real successful with. He brought a female brand also with him, and if you don't know, Lou House was straight men's brands at one point, but now we're doing women's streetwear brands also. So
how you feel about working in the women's or working in women's streetwear into the equation?
Okay, at first
Don't they just wear small men's shirts though?
that's what I was thinking the same.
It's much more than that, huh?
It's much more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest with you, some of the women independent brands is doper than the men's. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
It is
true.
doper.
That's
Okay.
true.
So we got to get into that list though before we leave here.
For sure. That's way too easy.
I'm adjusting your mic, man. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
I can't. Gonna stay on focus. I'm not even gonna share none of my smoothie with you now because
See, that's an extra pause.
I'm not even gonna use the straw either. Because
Share my
if I use the straw, I feel like if I use the straw, you're gonna make like a comment about the straw.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I
I'm
feel like
using
y'all
straw.
played me because both of y'all got hats and it's hot as hell. So y'all
Yeah,
keep y'all
like a
sweat up
shade.
with your hats.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And I got a shadow over my eyes so nobody can tell what color they are. Yeah.
For sure.
I forgot the Visine. But look, this is how we're going to do it. Loot House, Revamp 26.
Right.
I brought you guys together today because I can feel the fever in both of you guys. The passion for what you're doing. And that's how this thing all came about. S.O.L.E Fever is real simple. Just find out what you specialize in. Make it your own. Be original at it. And impact others' lifestyles in a positive way. And then these exclusive relationships. That's the best part because I know you, you know me, but everybody doesn't know us. Everybody can't be sitting in this room with us right now.
Right.
You can't be on that 3-way conversation. You're not in that group chat. Those exclusive relationships have kept me afloat all these years, and I simply just want to pour that back into everybody else. But it's kind of like when I started, looking for others that would be receptive to what I had to say, I couldn't talk to them unless I felt like their temperature was like somewhere the same as mine, like about their own thing though. Like if they was a cook and he might be at a hotel, but he was doing these omelets like with extra love and attention and everything. You know what? I want to rock with you. Matter of fact, I want to hire you for a birthday party for J. Cole for whatever. He's like, wow, man, I'm just the guy making the omelets. Yeah, but you really had a passion about these omelets. And when I said, I wanted fresh peppers, you diced them for me. You know what I mean?
You could definitely tell the real from, the other side.
Yeah, for sure.
Who loves what they're doing and who's just, trying to make money. It's you can tell.
Yeah,
like the real ones are always gonna know.
It's crazy. So like about a couple months ago, Kurante, we had just finished a podcast, recording one. I get a call from somebody that went to E. Smith. They're like, yo, go check out my man D Hunt. That's how he called it. You have different names,
Right.
They call you Rello, they call you D Hunt, whatever the case may be. So I go and I pull up and looking for a clothing store, and he walks out, and I'm like, I instantly recognized him from 1800 Seabrook Road. Shout out to the Golden Bulls. When I go into the store, I'm just taken back because I recognize the artwork by Damian Mathis.
Right.
Because he's doing artwork here at Gallery 116. Make sure you come check us out. Gallery 116 Anderson Street. You can see what I'm talking about. But when I see his work in there, but I know we're not downtown, that was the first thing that just shot through my veins. Like, this is what we envision. That you can start on your work, make your passion prosperous, and then we want to start seeing you other places in the city. And to see one of our hometown heroes, downtown representatives, Gallery 116, founding fathers in your store, on your wall, permanently, on every wall, pretty much, that sent the message that I knew where you were mentally, what you were trying to do. Kurante, he's always been about the shoes. He's always been about the shoes. He graduated 2002. I graduated in 99 from high school. So when I met you, we were how old? You was 17?
Yeah.
And I was on my way out of college. But you recognized Real. He was fresh. You see him in Foot Locker, he was wearing something when you asked what are those with this guy, you really was like, man, I know they're real. But what time zone did you get? Did you give a time machine or something?
Right.
Are these prototypes? Are these PEs? And he had all that. So when it came down to it, and you asked me like, okay, I need you, need your help. I tell you straight up, I'm only telling you what other people are telling me. I'm an avid learner. I'm learning, and his fever for shoes and your fever for streetwear is what's going to take Loot House to the next level.
For sure.
And I'm gonna tell you why, because you allowed my brand to coexist within your brand. When we first met, I talked about this a couple months ago. You were like, man, I love S.O.L.E Fever. No one ever told me that they love S.O.L.E Fever other than the mirror. You feel me? So for somebody else to say, man, I love S.O.L.E Fever and everything that it embodies, I'm down. You have a room or a section, or matter of fact, you have the keys to the Loot House, because you say, man, my house is your house to get the loot.
Exactly.
And that's all I needed. And that's the hashtag. Give me the loot NC.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So he allowed me to pour myself into his vision. Kurante did the same thing. That's why he's sitting right here. That's my dog right now for life. He's sitting right beside me because he did the same thing. Dez, that's my dog for life. Zach, that's my dog for life, because they allowed me to pour what I had into what they already had. But you realize you got to have your own shit first. And you got to really be on your shit first before whatever I got. I'm the salt and pepper. But I can't just sprinkle it on a plate. You got to already have a flambe. You got to say the chicken breast already ready. Then I come through with the Mrs. Dash, and it's like, yeah, the Salt Bay. We do all that. But the relationships is why I brought you guys here today. So I want Kurante, he's going to talk about this because I really, really have to use the bathroom, right? Because there's a lot. I'm not going to say if it's number one or two. I just got to get up, and I don't want our audience to wonder where I went, right? But y'all have, you know what? Can't take this anymore. I'll be right back. Kurante, continue. I'm taking my smoothie with me too.
All right, so let's talk about your when you started doing the blueprint for Loot House. How did you come up with the name, and what's kind of like the schematics of what's what you want at the end of the day when Loot House opens up.
Right. So for first, I started with Gear Villain LLC. The recipe for that was independent brands for Gear Villain. It was an online store geared straight for independent brands. I pretty much put the same recipe into the Loot House, which Loot House started off originally as a brand, straight clothing brand. I remember I was on YouTube, on board. I run into Marathon. I ended up running into Nipsey Hussle's documentary. Yeah. And then it instantly I started
inspirational.
Yeah, it started. Excuse me. The cinnamon from the drink. It's the cinnamon. So, but I'm sorry about that.
Oh, sorry.
But I instantly was motivated into starting my own store as soon as I seen that. So I started my own store, and then I started thinking like, hey, I'm going to just drop Loot House clothes in there. That's it. Straight Loot House. But then I know that if I would have did that, I would have failed, because I was greedy. I allowed, not saying greedy as in like I want
you just
more.
Want everything, yeah.
Yeah, like not necessarily. Matter of fact, greedy is the wrong term to use. I would be selfish for opening a store and putting just me in there. And there's a lot of people who's been doing it for years already. Yeah. Who I would just end up being in the circumstances where I was able to open a store.
Right.
You see, so now where I'm kind of like not necessarily giving back, but I feel like the only way for me to grow is to benefit
other people, bring them under their umbrella. Right. Yeah. So that's we were talking a little, earlier about Loot House, but I think it's real dope. How you want to provide that umbrella versus what you just said. A lot of people just want to be on that me stuff. You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, it just takes a certain type of person to sit back and know that they'll benefit more if they network with the right people.
With the right people, for sure.
So, Loot House. What are you thinking about opening up, man?
I talked with my marketing team, and we were shooting for August. I still will do like private sales through the summer, you know, but of course, just like the store, only with people I built a relationship with as far as the sales go.
Okay.
And then in August come around, then I'll hit them with a big, you know, ain't no telling what we'll do. We might do a block party.
No,
we might do
let's
any of that.
let's leave a secret for for the people and whatnot. But as he said, it's coming in August.
For sure.
Well, I guess he'll update you with the actual date when that comes along.
Most
But
definitely.
it's going to be something nice, when school comes back around, for the Broncos. So, what first got you into streetwear? Like, what was that? Like, what year or what era? What inspired you to get into it?
Well, I always been around retail all my life. I started with Sonny's downtown.
Oh man!
You know, I've been around there since I was like 12 and 13. So you gotta think they hired me when I was 13. I just did shoes. I ran their shoe department. The one in Spring Lake. So I stayed there for years. All the time I went to college. I went to college in Benedict in South Carolina.
Okay.
Then I came back to Fayetteville, and he hired me back when
That's
he had
crazy.
so. Then T-Mac came around with hits. All the independent brands was popping then. And it's different.
Yeah.
It's all and all independents always been different. And I love clothes. I like to dress, and I love shoes. So it only makes sense for me to open up the Loot House and gear it towards the independent and the shoes.
Yeah, because it takes you have to know like that passion and what what it takes to get to a certain level to respect, even bringing other people into what you're trying to do.
Right.
So that brings the discernment that we, discussed earlier. So
Exactly.
it's all about, having the right team, not just having a team, of people that can take a different lane, but it's more about, everybody meshing together and, form like Voltron.
Exactly.
That's what I feel like, man. I feel like you got to come together, be one with the toilet.
You wipe your hands good, though? You wash your hands?
I'm good, man. I'm just, that after you just got to kind of like.
I smell some residue, man.
You don't smell anything, man. You don't smell anything. But I mean, the relief is there, man. So what y'all been talking about? Where we at?
Inspirations behind him getting into streetwear.
I got a
working
question.
at Sonny's.
Yes.
Being inspired by hits to an independent label.
So when you used to work at Sonny's, right?
Right.
And you saw streetwear changing.
Right.
The jeans get skinnier. Were you for it or against it?
All right, when I was at Sunday, the jeans weren't getting skinnier, number one.
Those are the big academics and stuff?
You got to think urban wear was more in effect then. So your Coogee, your Crown Holder, Anichi.
I hate to cut you off, but like, explain. It's a difference.
It's a big difference.
Big difference between urban wear and streetwear.
Yeah, tell me, educate me.
Urban wear is more like, well, I'll let you get streetwear.
I'm saying it's pretty simple as this. Urban wear is typically geared to one specific group.
So we're pretty much targeted.
It's
a targeted group.
Right. So independent streetwear is kind of, streetwear in general is geared to the people. It doesn't matter if you're Caucasian, black, right. Asian. It doesn't matter. Asian, I've seen a lot of the Asians and the Chinese and Supreme. You see them rocking. The skateboarders, the skis. It doesn't matter.
Right.
I like to call it just natural because if you look at the T-shirt, like my man T-shirt right there, versus when Rockaware had T-shirts past the elbow. T-shirts never were supposed to go past the elbow. You was never supposed to have long white tees. That was never the you know what I'm saying? It's kind of almost like it went back to normal. So I get it, target it, and let's make a gazillion long white tees because they'll buy them.
I remember that.
I hated
the
that,
long
man.
Long tees before it actually got popping here, probably like 3 years before. I saw it in Philadelphia. That's the first. Well, I'm not gonna say they started it,
right.
But that's the first time I saw that, and I was like, long ass.
But it's definitely the music. You would be pretty naive to say
franchise
that,
boys had something to do with that.
You always have to. You would be naive to say that music was not the reason for the change of clothes, like the fashion or what we're wearing, you know?
Yeah.
And because that's just what it was.
How important is music to you, like right now? What you rocking with?
Music, listen. I listen to one person and one person only. And that's Big Crit.
Oh man.
That's your boy, right?
Yeah, if you talking anything different.
Give me a Crit line.
Listen.
No, give me the Crit line from the. Give me y'all both Crit fans.
Listen.
Give me the one from with DJ Khaled, the one with J. Cole in it.
Hold on.
What is it? What is you know what I'm talking about. Cole's in it. Kendrick Lamar's in it. Fact check. Kendrick Lamar, Big Crit, J. Cole. It's on DJ Khaled's CD. One of his first ones.
I probably wouldn't know because
it's
not coming.
I'm a Surface Crit fan. Yeah,
if it's not an EP or something dropped from Crit himself,
Stay Ready.
2011.
It's called Stay Ready. That was
They Ready.
They Ready.
Yeah.
They ready for whatever.
I was saying that's some commercial stuff. That's pretty cool.
So give me a one underground Crit.
Come on, man. What you know about that Superfly, dirty third? Look, listen. I can go crazy. Third Coast, muddy water. Shawty, pop that pussy if you wanna.
Hey,
listen.
Come on, man.
Karate, I'm waiting for Karate to jump in, man.
Listen, I know he was ready.
I'm trying to. You see, my song's too slow though.
I mean, words are words.
Like Dreaming.
I want to hear the powerful words of Crit.
That's popping up.
Dreaming. Listen, now get your mind right. You hear me?
Oh yeah.
That's the Bible right now.
So what is it about?
That's that Saturday morning cleaning up.
Forever in the day. If you just listen to that, man. If you just want to start, like, I can do this for days. I can talk about them for days.
So every time I see Crit, he always has a fresh pair of shoes on.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Some type of gear. So him and Currency are in a category. Now I don't know if they're in the same category, but in my mind, as far as fashion, I would kind of see them like I try to push things out. Am I wrong?
Well, similarities to me, the only way you can compare Crit to Currency is if you're talking about like the culture of the old cars, and stuff like that.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Definitely the culture in that for sure.
But that's it. After that, then
music, I do like Currency. Don't get me wrong. I have got a couple of songs I like.
But it's all about Crit right now.
It's all about the Crit.
Yeah, I rock with.
He went to a Crit concert. Didn't take me.
I was supposed to go to this one
because I took like a female.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's what you do,
bro. Like, why you try to? I ain't mean it like that. I'm just saying I could have took
said
female
it like
too.
that. You said it like that.
That's true.
Stop, man.
He didn't tell me it was happening. I didn't want him to take me.
It's something called Google, like the internet.
But look, people who aren't in tune with Crit like that wouldn't know. People who aren't in tune wouldn't know.
Yeah, I really wasn't. But I like him. I like the song "Ready" for whatever.
Yeah.
They ready. Thanks, Zach. So, but music, Crit, his gear and everything. Do you want it like that to be one of your customers one day? I mean, like, how far are you trying to take Loot House? I mean, how big you want Crit to be involved? I mean, like, how you?
Yeah, that'll definitely be dope. Like,
I'm sure does Crit have a brand that he supports, that he rocks? That used to be the moniker of a rapper. You had to be somebody.
Different stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure he probably has like something that brands himself. Like the crown on a shirt or something like that. But
he does have dope merch.
Yeah, he does.
You know what? You should sell merchandise from like shows because you can only get them at the shows. So, but no, they don't put a limit on how much you buy.
You could probably get some merch for the multi merch.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna sell it to you. You're gonna have to pay that top dollar. But wouldn't it be kind of like Supreme or something, right?
Yeah, but that'll be okay.
You got this Big Crit shirt at the Brick on the Big Crit tour.
Exactly.
Big Crits.
The tour shirt's dope right now. Anyway, well, it ain't been dope.
Shrimp and
but,
Crits.
You went to the Crit concert when he came out here to North Carolina this year's?
No, it's been a couple years from
years
the last time.
It's when you had your store, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about
when he came to the Ritz with Smoke Dizzle. You know
what Smoke Dizzle? Yeah.
No.
This dude bought Smoke Dizzle before he bought a Cole album. That's how when KOD came out, he was like, yeah, but so did Smoke Dizzle. And that's why I like Kurante, because he's gonna put you onto that something that you might not have even thought to check out.
Right.
But you gotta respect it, because there's always somebody out there that's trying to be like that, or not trying to be like that is like that. Like, I'm like that, and I know this person's coming out, but you really need to hear my work too.
Right, exactly.
And a lot of people are trying to find a way. That's what is so important for you to have your store, because brands are trying to figure out, well, if Macy's or Nordstrom or this store or that store doesn't want my brand. Where can I hang my brand? Where can I have EST 2040? You can have EST 2040. You can go to the Loot House.
Exactly.
As simple as that. But let's talk about back when, because you're new to business.
Yes.
There's the not to the retail side, but ownership side.
Right.
Kurante's been on ownership side. How many years now?
Shoot.
How many years ago? I should say.
Technically. Man.
About a year ago.
No.
2 years ago.
It's been more years than what we know.
All right.
But
the camera and the mics are both voice. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying. All right, look, Kurante, what is your best piece of advice for this young man going into business after he wipes his forehead?
Stay hungry.
Somebody give him a headband or something.
Oh wow.
Please. And look, I'll come better prepared next time.
No, look,
I wasn't ready for this.
We
There's
need
gonna be AC
I
in
was
here
not
next
ready
time.
for
It's
this.
the hot seat for real, right?
Yes, most definitely.
But yeah.
What you got for Kurante?
I say, stay hungry. Discernment is a big thing. Discernment is a huge thing. Just make sure, you choose the right people to move with. Make sure you're eye to eye, with whoever that you move forward with. Everybody that you bring under that umbrella that you are building, make sure that, you get the right vibes from them and, just stay on your toes and
For sure.
keep pushing forward, And finance side, you already know.
Already know.
Already know. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Rello, you got a question for? What's your burning desire question that if you don't want to make a mistake, you bump your head. If for one thing you can not bump your head on, when it's this sneaker game, this consignment game, what do you want to know from Kurante?
I think I don't necessarily have any questions to ask Kurante. All thing I can ask is to make sure that I can be there and follow your footprint, and you can show me the ropes for what was the downfall
Yeah.
of on your end as far as when it came to shoe business,
Yeah.
and what was the come up, because I know you had both.
Yeah, it's always up and down because just like retail, it's always
Right.
up and down, sales and all that. But I'm there, I'm here, man. Like I was saying before, I don't go through stuff to keep it in. You go through stuff, of course to build character, but at the same time, you're supposed to pass it down to the next generation so that they won't have the same hiccups that you did.
Most
That's what
definitely.
you're supposed to do. So I'm here, man. I got you.
That's what's up.
I appreciate that y'all came together, man, because it means I did my job.
Right.
There are mavens and there are connectors. If you ever get a chance to read the book The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell, he talks about mavens, people who know, mavens or mavericks, how you want to say. But the maven knows exactly what they're doing. They're skilled at this.
Right.
And then you have the connectors that know that you're skilled at this and know that you're skilled at this, and I can see the future if I connect the dots. And I think those two elements right there are important in the infrastructure of our community, especially the culture that we're creating here in Fayetteville, because no one's from Fayetteville. Everybody's from somewhere else. Their roots, if you trace their roots, no one's really from Fayetteville like that. They got roots all over this country. I came from D.C., which was a melting pot. And I came to Fayetteville, and it really feels like a melting pot, Kurante.
It really does.
And I came to Fayetteville State. Like, I ain't just come to the Ville. I came to 1200 Murchison Road. That was my hood. I don't know if that was the north side, the south side. I don't know what it was considered, but that was my side. And when I ventured off of campus, I wanted to. The first place that I saw, it actually found me was E. Smith football game.
Yeah, most definitely.
I mean,
yeah,
the
we used
fish
to
was
walk there
there.
all the
Yeah, it was like, what are we doing? Man, you don't need to be here. Where is everybody going? Just walk that way. And you just like 5 steps up Seabrook Road, and you'll see cars and fish fries and just camaraderie. And I often call, E. Smith like the A&T of high schools because everybody knows that.
It really was
everybody
like a high
knows the
school
Golden
version of
Bulls.
A&T.
It was crazy.
It's a different home.
Yeah, man. So that brings me to my now segue into the high schools, because you did something that I thought was crazy, but I understood. You had a pair of, check this out, Jordan Stingray 11s.
Right.
Dude that brought them told us these are exclusive, crushed velvet and everything. And you gave them to a high school. What year is he?
He's a ninth grader.
Ninth grader at E. Smith. It's because he helped you the other day. Now, I was around you for like 7 of those other days, and I ain't never really seen him do. You know what the Stingray 11s are? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the Aris joints.
They came out in women.
He came in.
The Aris joints.
Yeah, there they go. See, he'd already looked them up.
Okay.
Those joints. Pretty exclusive, but the thing about it is, he just gave them to him. And me, I was like, I can be honest.
Yeah,
hey, man, what size he wear? I think I got like another like KD or some some Reeboks or something we could give him for helping out. But he, Rella was like, nah, I want to give him these. Like, if this is the dopest pair of shoes that I have in my collection right now, I want to sow a seed into this young man's life. And that young man came back with more help, and you made sure they got laced with sneakers.
Yep.
And they went, the amount of cocoa butter on that kid's forehead when we saw him, I'm like, man, he made sure he was stepping today, because he was like,
fresh as the shoes.
And he got a Spacer shirt.
Yes, Dan64, appreciate
shout
that.
out Dan64, who also raps, who's a great freaking rapper.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to just like float through the hallways, and he came to the store. Remember that he came to the store after school, and he had this look on about him that he was the man, and he felt like he had the man. He was the man. He had that confidence that you need to win a football game. He had that confidence you need to win the Super Bowl. Coming into that store, man, and for you to put that into a kid without no cameras around, without no newspaper around. Didn't do it for the gram. No. You did it because it needed to be done. Yo. I gotta say, man, that's why I'm on board with Lou House. Straight up.
And that right there, man, like with me being heavy in your shoes, you have to do that. You don't really, when you're in that position, or I wouldn't say position, like right. You know what I mean, but if you can give somebody something that's, valuable, that can make you a couple dollars, sometimes you have to sacrifice, that profit sometimes, just because it's all about that feeling. Like, I know how I felt when I was, ever since I can remember, when I opened up a new shoebox.
Mm-hmm.
And to know that, some of these kids don't have that, opportunity, especially like if you can give them like some super heat, like, something that you can really make a dollar off of, that they can go to school and be the man. When just yesterday they were kind of down, why not? Like, why not? Of course, everybody's in it for, the money. We want to pay bills, but it's really bigger than that.
It's definitely bigger than that.
Yeah, it's way bigger than that.
Man, this podcast, this episode, I don't even want this episode to be numbered, Zach, because this episode is going to like stand in the middle, because what's happening right now is a real meeting, and I think we're kind of achieved where we were trying to go when we started to do these podcasts. This is that real moment, because I can really feel it, and that is not even being exaggerating or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But I can really feel the connection. The temperature is rising so much so that it's taking everything for me to sit in this seat, because my mind's going about what we need to be doing right now to get more gear and more shoes in the Loot House, so we can continue to give more gear and more shoes to the community, so we continue to make more people feel fresh. So they can that little aspect of life can just be forgotten about. Like, that's why they have uniform schools, because all the kids don't need to,
fresh, man. Yo.
But everybody can be fresh.
The fresh saves lives, bro.
I'm just about to say that. If you think about
it, it does.
Exactly.
It saves lives. Like, you took a kid that, maybe feeling down, which, most of the time it correlates with
uplift.
How you treat,
Uplift.
peers.
Uplift.
And that uplift, as you said, is like, you might have saved a kid from fighting or getting in trouble, or, not wanting to go to school, period.
I got a call the other day.
You made a young man want to go to school the next day. You know,
I got a call yesterday,
just,
man. Some girl committed suicide, you know, and it was all like cyberbullying is real. Like, you think it's not happening, but we don't know what we can do to impact somebody's brighter day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's real. I think a foundation, because you got the Kicks for Kids. Y'all do that every year.
Yeah, around Fayetteville State homecoming.
Okay.
Yeah, so
shout out everybody involved with that.
oh yeah, what's up, Lamont? You know, E, what's going on?
E-Dub.
B, well, he got like 12 names on Facebook, but what's going on, yo?
Shout out Kevin over there at the barber parlor too.
Oh yeah, all day.
But what I want to see, because the reason I had to make that statement about this unnumbered episodes, because this is not going to be the first time. Excuse me, this is not going to be the last time that you're going to be up here. I got some homework for you, and you're going to get back in that hot seat. Hopefully, it's not as hot in here. But if it isn't hot in her, do not take off all your clothes.
Piggity pause.
Did anybody get that? The Nelly reference?
I ain't dealing with you today.
Come on.
Touch it went over the head.
All right, anyway. But I want to report after you open, because I know you're not open yet. I'm talking about when you open, we want to know what's going on. We want you to ask questions. We want to find out what brands people want to wear. We want to get interactive with this thing, because we're going to pour into you with S.O.L.E Fever, Revamp 26, you know, WTFAW, EST 2040. Everybody that I know, I'm going to let them know you. And then now you know them.
Right.
And you maintain those relationships.
Most definitely.
And you continue to keep the community fresh. You know what I'm saying? You continue to keep that sidewalk clean.
For sure.
You continue to, because I want people, even if the rest of the Merc might let them down, you know what I'm saying, as far as curb appeal, and there are some people that have a lot of pride on the Merc. I want to make that clear. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my folks over in Broadell. You know, like, they keep them yards nice.
Right.
But everybody as a collective has to come up and get better. And the only way it starts is having examples in your face. You got about a month now, maybe, before, you know, summer semester starts over at Fayetteville State.
Right.
I want to see you engage with the students when they move. I'm talking about Operation Smooth Move.
Okay.
When the freshmen get back, the orientation. I want you to be outfitting my student leaders, so SAC and Student Government Association know that they got a discount across the street.
For sure.
Get into there all the way, because that's what it's going to take for them to be like Loot House before they mention anybody else. Because why would I send somebody all the way to the mall when they can go right across the street? You can walk. Freshmen aren't allowed to drive freshman year. So, you know, I got a cousin. She needs a job. You saw her when she came to the store.
I did.
She was a freshman. She couldn't have a car. We hit her with the Walmart runs and stuff, me and my wife and I. But now she's going to bring her car back, and she's going to need gas money. She's going to need a job. So I want to see your employment structure reflect to people that are trying to, you know, come up and really trying to make something of themselves.
Right.
I want to see that, because that's what I consider flourishing. Not just how much money your store is bringing in, but the impact that Loot House is in the community. All right, that's my challenge. That's all I want to say.
And that's way too easy.
All right,
that's way too easy.
Karate, you got a challenge for him, because since mine was too easy.
Yeah.
Karate has the hard challenge.
Pause. No, you all good, man.
That wasn't the challenge. You might have to answer the phone. Is it important? Who is it? See? Karate's about to give you the challenge. Let's think about it.
No, we good.
I'm thinking.
Think something hard karate, like challenging. We challenge you to become. You're supposed to fill in that.
Oh, you know,
I committed you with the become. I gave you a way out.
I mean, it kind of intertwined with, you know, what he said. Like, just make sure, like, since you're from Fayetteville State, just make sure you reach out. You know, as far as employment wise, you know, I guess to always incorporate Fayetteville State, you know, I'm not saying try to hire every student or whatever, but try to do like different like programs, and, you know, what I'm saying, different events.
Keep them in the mix.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, make sure they keep you in the mix too,
Also.
so that you know you have that presence.
You're gonna need a good store manager too. Got a couple people I can refer it to you.
Okay.
Oh, I know, me.
Thanks.
That's a great idea, right? Can I be your store manager?
Hell yeah, you can be my store
All
manager.
right, word. Hey, for real?
Yeah,
You serious?
For sure.
Dang, yeah. Kurante, I'm a store manager. You're fired.
How you fired me?
I don't know, but it just, I'm back, baby. I'm a store manager. You're fired.
Kurante we even hired Kurante yet.
Yeah, but, you know, just let them know. You're on thin ice.
Already. On probation.
You're on thin ice. Your break was too long.
Shut your ass up, man. How about that?
What else? I'm going to go with my repertoire of managerial things that I used to do. Your break was way too long.
Your menstrual break was way too long.
No, you can't. No, that's discrimination.
Menstrual cycle.
Wait a second. I just got caught on what you said. Yeah, ladies in the house. Gosh.
Sexism.
The views of Kurante are that. The views of Kurante are not those of S.O.L.E Fever. Or Loot House.
Right. That's
Or Revamp 26.
No.
Yeah, I love my wife. What you mean?
Did I get under your skin right there? Is that what it was?
Nah, not at all.
Well, I know it did get under my skin. This heat. It is pouring out through beads surrounding my nose.
Listen, I'm just
I feel like Amistad right now.
I'm over it.
What's up, please? That wasn't funny either. Gosh. I think we're going to have backlash. Notice how I just be quiet for a little while, just like let it die away.
Nah, I never.
Everybody forget
you're
that
never quiet, B. Never quiet, B.
I ain't. But on a lighter note, man, you definitely accept the challenge. I know you're gonna be doing great things. We're gonna be around to check on you.
Okay.
We really want a discount.
Okay.
You know, kind of like I don't remember paying for these juices either. So, you know, I think I need to go handle that because you know I want to keep the juices flowing.
Exactly.
Get it? Get the.
Another one.
Keep the juices flowing. God, man, I tried it, man.
Another one.
I suck at it, man. That's why I never was a comedian, man. I'm just funny looking.
Never play yourself.
You can't ever say funny things. But on behalf of Kurante,
well, I don't pay you half of me. What?
I don't know, man. I make this stuff up as I go, so you know it's not scripted. But on behalf of Kurante and I, we'd like to thank you for catching the fever.
Yeah, for sure. And look, listen, I have the fever. I'm sweating. Obviously. So, hey, I just wanted.
Have the fever. I'm sweating.
like as we speak.
As we are on fire right now, baby.
Facts. K-Mac as my store manager. You know, I got the sneaker plug. You know. My wife is the event coordinator for the Sipping Paint, Trapping Paint, whatever way you want to call it. You know, y'all make sure y'all get in touch with her, Sabrina.
No, shout out.
Yeah, shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? She also my wife. Y'all hit her up.
Only for that.
Oh, for sure.
And only for that.
Because I definitely be in the inbox. I be watching.
Yeah, you sound kind of like Ike Turner-ish right there. Because you said she was your wife twice.
I had to let it be known.
Yeah, I got
That's
you,
all.
man.
I tell people all the time, you touch my wife, I'm going to touch your life.
Man.
Listen,
every time.
You hear me?
I don't even say anything because you never have a premeditation case on me. I snapped your honor.
Sorry.
I expected to come home to, honey, I'm home. And it always happens because I love her. See how I keep y'all guessing? I'm crazy as hell. I'm just let y'all know my expectations. Take me outside of the expectations, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you got to get me out this. Y'all got to get me out this room.
Yeah, we're going to do that, man. Because guess what? Half price wings down the street, all right? So, S.O.L.E Fever Radio, we out. Make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe to us. Revamp 26, Loot House, S.O.L.E Fever, we out.
Yo.